What is going on, people? TripleM back again with another video, and tonight we're going to be talking about France as they get a big win over Denmark, 2-1, and finally break the curse that has been looming over the heads of the World Cup winners ever since, I believe, 2002 or 2006, one of those years where basically every World Cup champion has gone on to get knocked out in the group stage of the next edition of the World Cup. France look like they're going to finally break that curse, and on top of that, they got a magnificent win over Denmark because it wasn't easy. It genuinely wasn't easy, and if it weren't for this man right here, I don't think France get this win tonight because they really struggled in that first half. They came to life in the second half, and they really showed why France mean business, and it's all thanks to Kylian Mbappe. There were some other standout performers, which we'll talk about in a moment, but this guy is genuinely world class. Now, in terms of France, how they lined up, they played a back four with Upamecano, Varane, Koundé, and Theo Hernandez in the back four. I think Theo Hernandez probably was the best out of the back four because I think he genuinely contributed so much going forward. I mean, he was involved in France's first goal, so, you know, we'll talk about that in a moment. Rabiot, Tchouaméni, I thought they had decent games, more so Rabiot. I thought Rabiot was really pivotal in this performance, and Griezmann was exceptional. He had 4 tackles, 2 interceptions, 1 block. He played 3 successful crosses, 5 successful long balls out of 6 attempts, and had 3 key passes played into the opposition final third, which is exceptional. His ball distribution was amazing, but also his work off the ball was important, really important for France. On top of that, you had a front three of Giroud, Dembele, and Mbappe. Now, I thought Giroud had a quiet game, and Dembele wasn't as effective as he probably thought he wanted to be, but Mbappe was immense. This entire left-hand side of Griezmann, Rabiot, Theo, and Mbappe was exceptional. But France struggled to get into the game in the first half, and the reason why is because Denmark did not let them play football. Denmark showed that they were going to be courageous, that they are capable with boxing with the big boys. They played a back three in possession, and they basically set up in this 3-4-3 formation where 2 of their fullbacks would push up really high and really wide, and they basically tried to stretch France as much as possible to create space to play in between the lines and play through France. And it worked to a certain extent. It really did work to a certain extent because Denmark had some tangible threats across the 90 minutes and really caused France problems. On top of that, Denmark were very disciplined in defensive transition. Whenever they would lose the ball, that 3-4-3 would quickly change to a 5-2-3. Their fullbacks would be very quick to drop off, and this is the thing. Football fans all the time want to call back threes or back fives very pragmatic formations, and I always disagree. I always vehemently disagree because I say it's not about the formation, it's about the philosophy of the manager and how you want to approach the game, because a back three can be very dynamic, a back three can be very attacking, a back three can also be very defensive and very pragmatic. Look at England with Southgate. People always say that Southgate should switch to a back four. Well, he did that against USA, and look at the result. Still very negative, still very pragmatic. So playing a back four doesn't make you more attacking. It's about how you set up as a team, what the intricacies of that formation are, what the instructions are to each individual player, and also how those players execute. Those are the things that matter. And Denmark today showed that even despite the fact that they had lesser quality players, that they played football. They didn't just come here to sit back and soak up pressure and try to hit France on the break. They had periods of possession where they created genuine chances. There was a really good chance in the second half when they were 2-1 down and they almost came back. They nearly came back. It was Kasper Dolberg who played a pass across to Braithwaite, I believe it is. Now, for some reason, I thought that guy played for Man City because his face looked very familiar, but actually he plays for Espanyol. I checked before I recorded this video, so yeah, he nearly scored a goal, and I think he beat Lloris. It was this close to going in, but if buts and maybes don't count, France ended up winning the game. They were much better at isolating the fullbacks. Their first goal actually came from a beautiful bit of interplay on the edge of the box where Theo Hernandez and Kylian Mbappe played past 4 defenders. They got past the first 2 initially on the edge of the box. Theo Hernandez was able to play a ball across. Mbappe was able to get it in between both defenders and past Kasper Schmeichel. Truly a world-class goal. Now, yes, there was an element of luck to that goal because if you actually go back and watch the replay, you can see that Kasper Schmeichel's vision was obstructed by the defender standing in front of him. But still, the interplay leading up to the goal and the telepathy between Theo Hernandez and Kylian Mbappe and the composure, the cool ice in the veins to execute on the world stage, to play that beautiful football that you almost can't even describe. It's got so much fromage, so much je ne sais quoi. You know, it's got so much style to it, so much flavor, so much pizzazz. That flamboyant energy to bring it up in moments like that when your country needs you most is the sign of a truly special player. And I believe that Kylian Mbappe is genuinely world class. And anybody who doesn't rate this guy, I can't take you seriously. Genuinely speaking, I genuinely can't take you seriously. What a player, man. What a player. So France obviously scoring that goal. Denmark get a quick goal at the other end. I believe 6 minutes after France scored, Denmark quickly equalized, and then France scored again. And it was obviously, who else? Kylian Mbappe, who got the go-ahead goal for France again. And from that moment, it was pretty much smooth sailing. Besides that chance that Braithwaite had and very narrowly missed, Denmark really couldn't get themselves back into the game. And it's not a surprise. I mean, if France score 2 goals past you and there's only 10 minutes left on the clock, they're probably going to win the game. You know, they're probably going to win the game. So France, it wasn't easy, it wasn't pretty, but it was effective. And there were moments today where I saw shades of the old France. Going into this World Cup, I'm not going to lie, I thought France were very stagnant. I thought they needed a change of manager. And I thought, you know what? They don't look that good. They might need to get rid of Didier Deschamps. I even sent someone a voice note saying that I think Didier Deschamps needs to go. Boy, do I look like a complete fool right now. Like I've got egg on my face because they look like they mean business. And when you look at how Argentina are doing, when you look at the fact that Brazil didn't have the best of games against Serbia, yes, they won, yes, they played well towards the end, but it wasn't the cleanest of performances. You start to think that this World Cup is kind of open. This World Cup is kind of anyone's games. It's not as simple and as straightforward as saying, well, you know, Brazil went unbeaten in the qualifiers and they look really good in their opening game, so therefore it's a foregone conclusion that they're going to win. No, France looked dangerous as well, and I don't think we should count them out. They said, what curse? We ain't going to fall victim to the curse. We're here to play football. Anyways, it's been your boy TripleM. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and yeah, peace.